Hey, I'm Coach Rob from Olympia Cycle and Ski on sunny Portage Avenue in Winnipeg, Manitoba, here to tell you today about how to stay comfortable and warm using layers in the winter. So whether you're cross-country skiing, or you're on a fat bike, or you're just enjoying walks in the cold with your family, or with not your family, you decide. We want you to be comfortable, which is why we love craft products and we sell them because they're going to keep you warm and comfortable, whether you're going hard and fast or a leisurely stroll. So the first thing I want to show you is our very technical base layer. So this happens to be the women's version. And this is our pro, this is Craft's pro level, which means that it is nice and tight. It's warm where it needs to be warm. It's cool where it needs to be cool. It's also got some compression zones in places where you need that. So what you're going to find is that if you run hot, so when you're skiing or riding, whatever you're doing, if you're generating a lot of heat and you need that moisture and that heat to get away from your body, this is the garment. It's going to keep you warm and dry while you're generating a lot of heat. Now, if you happen to not, thanks Paul, if you happen to be a little less ambitious, let's say, then a nice simple base layer like this happens to be our children's version. And you can see it's got lots of the same technology in it. It doesn't have the same body mapping, so it's going to be the same thickness all over, whereas the pro level, it's thicker in places, thinner in places. This is gorgeous stuff. If you've got kids and you want to get them out of the house in the winter, they will not complain about the cold. They may complain about being outside, but they won't complain about being cold because they'll be warm. All right. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This really is a bit of a mid layer. So you could wear this as a base layer, but it's a little bit thicker, a little bit smoother. And I think it also looks good enough that if after après ski, you decide to go out for some coffees or some adult beverages, you could be comfortable in this. This is a technical garment, which means it's going to help get the moisture away from your body. And why is that important? Why is it important to get the moisture away from your body? It's because moisture that sticks on your body cools you down. What you will notice in all the things that I show you here is that none of them contain cotton. We have something that we say in the world of being comfortable outside, and that is cotton kills. So technical fabrics move water away from your body. Wool is also appropriate, but it while it holds in the moisture, it also holds in the heat. So very interesting. So these are technical fibers. A nice mid layer if you're wearing a base layer and then this over top. At warmer winter temperatures, you might be just fine for high output activities. Okay, then next one I want to show you, thank you. This is now a polar extreme. What this has in it is, it's almost magical. I don't know exactly how they do it, but they figured out a way to make a fabric that when you're cool, it insulates you. But then as you heat up and start to generate heat, it will actually then also wick the moisture away and cool you down. So while it's insulating, it's also cooling. And the way that it does it is with these kind of bubbly features here. We'll show you on a close-up, and gives you an air layer, but then also pulls the stuff away. What's also great about this one is it can function as a base layer or as an outer layer. You see, you've got your windproof front. You've got a windproof back. but then you've got your arms and your pit area that is breathable. So that's very nice. And pockets, because, you know, you got to put your phone somewhere. All right. As things get a little windier, or maybe things are a little bit more recreational, this is a nice soft shell, great for wind, great for fall activities or high output winter activities. So it's got good windproof. It's got the pockets. They put the pockets a little bit higher because if you're tucking things in, you can access your pockets a little bit easier. On the back side, it is not the same fabric down here, so it's going to be more breathable. Make things more comfortable. You'll also notice that the fabric is different under the pits. They think about all these things. Why do we love craft? Because they think about all these things. They're thinking about you while you're being active in the winter. This particular one has a hood. I kind of like hoods. Even if I don't wear them, it's nice to know that I have it. Okay, finally. This is often where people start their layering for winter, is they get a nice poofy jacket on the outside, and then you'll find that they start moving, they start running, they start skiing, and then they're overheating and they're opening the zipper to vent out all their steam. But this should be your last bit, your last piece to keep you warm, maybe after ski. Something like this is something that I would keep in my vehicle for when I come back. So when I'm wet, I can take off a wet outer layer, I can put this on, and now I'm going to comfortably come back to temperature, not overheating, not keeping sweaty stuff next to me. This particular one has synthetic insulation in it, making it nice and light and good for regular winter temperatures. So overall, we want you to dress in layers. Why? Because it allows you to adjust your temperature so much easier. If you're wearing a thick, heavy layer in winter, and not very good stuff underneath, you're going to find that temperature regulation becomes really difficult. If you dress in good layers, you're always going to be able to just adjust your temperature and continue your activities longer and much more enjoyable. All right, that's it for now. We can't wait to see you out on the trails.